Families grow, but small yards don't. This home offers the room you've been dreaming of, inside and out. Let's explore what life could look like with all the land your family needs. Take a second to think about it. What would your life look like if you had nearly 7 acres to call your own? Would your kids have their own sports field? Maybe you'd have a mini farm complete with a barn and horses, or even a private retreat for family get togethers. This property has it all, and I want to know what's the first thing you do with all the space? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. And while you do, let me take you on a tour of everything this property has to offer. And stick around because later in this video, I'll reveal the secrets to why homes with acreage hold their value better and how you can maximize your investment when it's time to sell. This is information every buyer needs to know. You're not going to want to miss this. First off, let me tell you all about this home. This home is in Moreland, Georgia, and it is a 4 bedroom, 4 bath home, and it is listed by Tiffany Buyers. This home sits on 6.83 acres, so nearly 7 acres of land to call your own. So when people buy land like this, they're expecting a lot out of it. You want possibly pools, fire pits, gardens, farms, mini farms, horses, all kinds of stuff. And you can do that in Moreland. You can have chickens, all kinds of things that people dream of when they want land. So that is awesome. This home has 2 bedrooms on the main level. One of them's a spare bedroom and one of them is the master. So that's perfect. And then you have 2 bedrooms upstairs, complete with 2 full baths, a bonus room, and an extra flex room for you can use as an office, a study room, or even as a storage closet because it's huge. We'll check it out when we go upstairs. But this home really impressed me, especially with the amount of land. A lot of the land is in the front of the home, but it's still usable. And a lot of times when you go to places that have mini farms, typically that's what you see. A lot of land on the front of the home because that's where the horses, livestock, chickens, sometimes chickens are in the backyard. This still has a great yard for whatever you want to do. It's really impressive when you come up the driveway, which I really liked. This home has hardwood floors throughout the home. It has spray foam insulation. It even has 4 sides around the home for irrigation already set up. So that's great. So you can have a beautiful lawn ready to go as soon as you move into the home. This home really impressed me. I loved the beams on the ceiling for the living room and the master bedroom. I love those kinds of accents. You also have great accents here in the living room as well when it comes to the fireplace, where you've got it going up the wall for the chimney as well with the shiplap. You've got the brick on the fireplace. I really was impressed by this home. It reminded me of a home that you go into the North Georgia mountains or when you to a cabin. That was the feel that I got from this. It was a very like mountainy type vibe, which I really liked. Typically, you don't see that in Moreland. Moreland is, south of Noonan a little bit, but it's this home here is still close enough to places like Sonoya and Noonan to where you're only going 15, 20 minutes still to the grocery store. But when you got this much land, you got a mini farm going on for, your eggs, your produce, all the stuff that, this is something that you can self-sustain on to a small sense, which I really liked about it. I just imagined, in the backyard having a pool. This house, yeah, this is perfect for families that want some privacy, that want some space to just spread out. I thought that was cool right here where the microwave was built into the cabinet in the laundry room, which is just right off the kitchen. So you have kind of like a little mini butler pantry set up in here too, which is pretty cool. I really liked a lot of the accents in this home. Granted, there's a little bit of minimalistness to it when it comes to it's a little bit smaller of a home, but when you buy 7 acres, most of the time you're buying it because you want to be outside. So have your time outside, enjoy it. There is a bonus room upstairs for the kids or company as well. So you've got space, and I liked that. in here too, you don't have your typical wire shelled pantry. It's almost semi custom built. You've got a little pull out rack in there, which was really nice. I really liked it. You've got your little mud bench that is right there next to the garage, painted, ready to go. It was a really nice home. Let me know what you think about the home yourself in the comments below. Also, if you don't mind dropping a like and also subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. We do home tours all the time. I'm also educating you on real estate specifically here in Georgia. So, yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear your feedback on a home like this, especially just because it has so much land to it. And the home you are giving up a little bit in the home. So let me know what you think about that. Would you rather give up a little bit in your home to have more land, or would you rather give up land to have a bigger home? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Okay, so now let's talk about why homes with acreage hold their value better than homes without acreage. And the number one reason, which is a lot of people already know this, land is finite. There's only so much of it. So you can't build more land. Like I said in the beginning of the video, your family grows, but yards don't. So when you have land, especially 7 acres, no other houses can be built on that 7 acres. So that's that means that that space is taken up and there's less of it now. So, supply and demand. Supply of homes with 7 acres is very low. So the demand of that is higher than the availability of it. So because of that, your home will always continue to grow in value because especially when you start to get neighborhoods around because you'll have 10 times as much yard as some other homes. Another reason is that some people love the city and others are ready to escape the hustle and bustle for privacy and peace. So you'll always have that niche group of buyers that want to buy this home too. So whenever you have this home as your own, you treat it with care and love like you should, and your home will always increase in value with that minus the ebbs and flows of the market in the long term of things, it will increase in value. You may have a year where it goes down in value, you may have 2 years where it goes down in value if the market crashes or anything like that, but remember that the market always bounces back. People that talk about the market crashing in the early 2000s, if you bought a home before the bubble burst and you still lived in it, you stuck it out, you were lucky to be able to stay in your home because some people, unfortunately did lose their home. But if you were able to stick it out till now, yeah, that's about 20 years, but those people that are starting to call me that bought their home before the bubble burst, their value of their home has still doubled or more. So there is still positive to having these types of homes that have land that can keep their value better. It also kind of protects you a little bit more than other homes in that case as well. Acreage, like I said, adds a very unique selling point and is always in demand too. So that is what keeps the value up. Now, what can you do to maximize the resale value of a home like this? Well, the first thing is if the land is the selling point, you need to keep that well maintained with when it comes to the landscaping. That means make sure that the grass areas are well kept. You don't have patches of dirt everywhere. If there are patches of dirt, have it have a reason. Like, is it because you have goats, that are eating the grass? Is it fenced off to where the livestock is only in a certain area? Also, you want to make sure that you manage the wooded areas. When we were panning around the outside of the house, there were trees. You want to make sure that the underbrush is kept to a minimum. You don't want it to grow up because then it's not as attractive. You can't people want to walk through the woods, put trails in. If you do want to let some grow up to get some privacy, have some trails put in. Take a rototiller or a bush hog and make sure, ride your bikes, walk regularly to kind of build a trail in the woods to help invite you to go out there. And if you're walking through the woods, you don't want too much brush because, you're outside, there's snakes out there. There's in Georgia we have ticks, So you want to protect yourself and make it as inviting as possible as well. The biggest thing that you can do is add functional outdoor features. Things like this, when you have almost 7 acres, you're talking about fire pits, hammocks, pergolas, gardens, mini farms, in ground pools. All these things are selling points that just invite people to want to be there. If you had a fire pit set up with some chairs around it, you maybe, like I said, you had a hammock, you had it set up to where, a little almost like an outdoor camping spot. That's what people love, with families, especially. When I saw this, I'll take my daughter out camping as like out to the national or to the state parks that we have here in Georgia or the national forests. But also too, you could have a legitimate camp out in your front or backyard and it still feel like you're out in nature, which is amazing, especially, nowadays in the city where you've got like point 0.1 acres. It's really cool. This right here's that room I was talking about earlier that could be used as an office, as a study, or as a really big storage room. For your Christmas, Easter, all your decorations, your holiday stuff could go in this room. Or also, like I said, it could be used as a little quiet spot, especially if that little open bonus area was used as like the media room or game room for the kids. But yeah, land is the biggest selling point on this home and any home really when you're talking about 7 acres. So you want to make it as inviting as possible when it comes to the land itself. The house needs to stay in good shape. And earlier when I talked about you need to love the house, homes, I always say, are like living things. Obviously, it's not homes are not actually living, but you need to treat it like it's a living thing because if you neglect a home, it will deteriorate and die, basically. So, if you love a home, you keep up with the home, you take care of the home when it needs something, fix it. And your home will continue to thrive. I've been in homes that are 30 years old that are in better condition because they've been loved than homes that are 5 years old. So that's the biggest thing that you can do is just take care of your home and love your home. You do those things, your home will hold its value better, especially if it's in a good neighborhood or something like this where it is 7 acres. So let me know what you think about that. What other things that you would do to increase the value of this home, or keep the value of the home with the land? What things would you add in the yard? What things would you add in the home or change about the home? Okay, so if you are feeling inspired to make a change, whether you're looking for more space, a fresh start, or a home that fits your lifestyle perfectly, I'd love to help you create a customized, tailored plan that works just for you. Real estate isn't a one size fits all thing, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way, whether you're upsizing, downsizing, or just exploring your options. So, right now is the best time to start a conversation, so don't wait. Reach out to me today and let's map out a plan that makes your dream home a reality. And before you go, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more home tours, tips, and insights to help you navigate your next move with confidence. This home truly delivered with its 7 acres, with its 4 bedrooms and 4 baths. Like I said, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thanks for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I can't wait to see you next week.